Hello and welcome to another episode of A Bad Hand. We are back once again, and last time, y'all were all on the ship, and you ran into a group of astral elvins. We just gotta make sure. Everyone make sure. We ran into a group of astral elven
Assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some might say.
Trying to get the drop on
Don't
us.
interrupt the recap.
Sorry, dude.
Many such cases. But you ran into the Astral Elven Navy, and through a series of hilarious ruling calls, you kicked their ass and they kicked your ass in equal measure. And apparently I am owed one, so can't wait to see how that happens. 2?
No, because I fucked up.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Wrote 1.
I'm definitely owed 1, for sure. Even though I tried to pay it back. Rip. But anyway, you also found out that was it Ricardo or Eduardo?
Eduardo Gibb.
Eduardo Gibb has gone off to the plane of limbo to try to help you and find your father. So he is located in an astral, a Githyanki Kresh, known as. I've got it written down.
Yellow.
Yellick.
Yellow. Yes, yellow. And
I also have
That-
SLAD written down. I don't know why.
the Slad. You found out about the Slad, the indigenous species of the plane of limbo, giant frog people that stab you and implant tadpoles inside you, or bite you, or any other method they'd like to use to implant you with tadpoles.
That's
And
what I
then
wrote
the
down.
Slad bursts out of your chest. Definitely, Gary Gygax was not inspired by anything, and definitely no lawsuit to be brought.
Are they actual tadpoles, or are they things that look like tadpoles?
They look like tadpoles.
No.
Come.
He's just he's penetrating us with tadpole. I didn't know if I forget.
I mean,
Roll
it's
for
it's
cum.
that
I
version.
don't know if it was
We're all adults
splooging
today.
inside of us.
I do believe it is their version of Tom.
Okay.
They don't come from down there. They come
Yeah,
from
yeah.
right here. It's
Yeah.
the claws.
Yeah.
I actually have a Slad Mini here, so you guys can pass this around and look at what a blue
duh.
Slad looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what Slads look like, boys.
Yeah.
Well, at least one color of Slads. They come in multiple colors,
Yeah.
and each of them look a
Wolverine
little
looking
different.
motherfuckers. Baraka looking motherfuckers.
But that is where you guys are headed off to. You had pulled the front of your ship, the ram of your ship. Why did you turn again? I did not press for you to turn again.
Down south here.
Yeah.
There you go. It went back.
Okay, I don't know why you did that, but all right. There we go. So, you are traveling in space once again.
Who's piloting? I'll make a check.
Okay. Well, I found the answer to that question very quickly.
Jock would help you.
What's piloting again? It's been a
Arcana
minute since
plus
I've done it.
proficiency.
If
If you're proficient in the ship.
Yep. So that's gonna be 13.
13. With a 13, unsteadily, you head off, searching once again for the portal into limbo.
Another question.
Yes.
Where do the jelly people? Where do they
You
want?
weren't here yet.
Oh, the
Yeah,
plasmoids?
Plasmoids. Thank you.
The plasmoids,
Yeah, you were just.
they don't have, like, a home they're particularly trying to get back to. They're kind of just waiting for y'all to hit a port, and then they can
Oh.
disembark.
They didn't want to get off at Big Green.
No, they did not want to get off at Big Green because that's where they arrived back with y'all, remember?
Oh,
They're like-
that's where they got captured in the first place.
They're not sure.
Oh, okay.
Remember, all your memories got modified, and so did theirs. So they're not sure. They know they don't go, like, they don't know, they know they don't belong there, but they're like, maybe the place that also has another blood arena, maybe let's not disembark
Yeah,
here.
That tracks. Okay.
Yeah, let's maybe hang on with these
Yeah.
fellas that freed us
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
time.
Cool.
And then their great warbling voices made them laugh at us like racists. What's going on? It's the greatest voice. And I don't have to unhinge my jaw to do it. So, you set off into the stars once again. Who wants to
I
give
want
me-
to talk to Large Luigi just so you have to do that.
Feel free. I'll click the jaw open again.
Alright, what are we doing? Sorry.
What are you rolling?
What
It
are we
sounded like
doing?
you were about to say, does someone want to give
yeah.
perception?
I was
checks?
literally about to say
That's what
yes.
I'm
Who
getting
wants to
ready
give
for.
perception?
Yeah. All right.
There we go.
Starting it off strong.
Yeah. I just woke up from a nap, I guess.
You coming up aboard, on top. Where's all this blood coming from?
No.
Huh?
9.
9.
15.
15.
19.
All right. Once again, the quiet of space settles in as you continue traveling. Right now, you guys are in a decently traveled space lane. So while there aren't a lot of ships coming by, every once in a while you'll see one pass by. The last one you saw was the Astral Elven Navy. Now you're just seeing small merchant vessels, mostly just Shrike ships. If you guys remember what the Shrikes look like.
Is there any that look like they may be willing to trade and might have some like cool magic items? I'm trying to pimp some gloves of thievery.
Trying to look for some gloves of thievery.
Or some more health potions.
Or some more health. Might need a few of those.
A bad hand is just the cockroach guy from Men in Black. More sugars.
Oh yeah.
More health
potions.
You're flying the ship.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna go
flying
down
the ship.
to where he's flying the ship and ask him
Oh.
if he can make me more of those cartridges for the hammer.
Oh, like come.
Hey, can you make me more
Oh
of those
my
cartridges?
God.
Cartridges for the
Yeah,
hammer.
Chris
Yes,
Mitchell
I
would
can
like a
absolutely
courtesy.
do that.
Yep.
Whatever you
Yep.
want.
I just
Got
did
it.
Also, I needed a sip anyway.
But
Because I didn't eat
I would
lunch.
actually check below. Did we, even though this is a custom weapon,
Yes.
when we restocked the ship with supplies, did we happen to pick up cartridges for Zato's hammer?
Okay.
Or is that something I have to craft specifically?
You have to craft that
Okay,
specifically.
okay.
You have to do it
Cool.
during downtime.
That's what he just asked me, so
Yes.
that's where we're at.
So to make the flame cartridges, you have the schematic to do that. It's simply you need gunpowder, an ignition source, and this crude oil that's definitely refined and nobody else knows what it's called.
Perfect.
Nobody at this table knows what the oil is called.
Right. But we have those supplies.
Yes.
I just have to craft it.
Yeah, you just have to
Alright,
craft it.
perfect.
You have to basically do a little alchemy, make
Yep.
the oil, and then put it in the capsule.
I will, once Jacques relieves me of the ship, I'm going to bang out 8 of those cartridges for you before bedtime.
Hell yeah, I appreciate it. You're too kind to me, Barry. 5.
I do what I
The
can.
number you'll get completed will be dependent on your crafting check.
Yeah.
Very sweet. Like
Alright.
a strawberry.
I do what I can. Strawberry.
Strawberry.
I do what I can, brother.
Strawberry. Alright. So, as you continue heading through the black void, several days pass before any real interaction. You were looking for a ship, and you keep watching the spaceline, looking for any ship that might potentially be good enough. Roll me a D100 and see what what you can find that looks distinct.
You got it?
I got it.
All right.
46.
46.
46.
All right, let's see what a 46 encounters.
Damn, what a cool table.
You'll make it a little bit better.
If it had LED lights.
LED lights. That's what you're thinking.
Fuck!
Y'all are never gonna let him live that one down.
It's mostly Deacon's fault.
Oof.
Damn.
Wow.
Ouch.
I loaded it into the truck fine. When
Hey.
we unloaded the truck.
Watch out for that bus.
Watch out for that butt.
Just 3 under it, bro.
Yeah. Huh? I don't get it.
But so with a 46, you see a nautiloid. You guys remember what nautiloids
yes.
are? And as you get closer, each of you can roll me a perception check.
I hate these guys.
21.
14.
14.
25.
Same roll, dude. 15.
15. All right, everybody sees this. On top, it looks to be a bunch of illithids floating around on top, as well as some zonked out people who are kind of slack-jawed and wandering and doing tasks all over it. Now, illithids are known to hold many weird and strange artifacts. And they are often willing to trade, though their favorite trade currency is slaves. They'll accept other means of currency. Oh, that was beautiful.
Do we want to fuck with these guys?
If we fuck with them, Jock's probably just swing on them, so
Okay.
let's not.
I don't particularly want to fuck with these guys either.
Alright, you guys want to skip over the
I hate 'em.
Nautiloid?
Yeah.
I hate him.
I hate them.
Jock.
Yeah, we choose to bypass the Nautiloid.
Alright, the Nautiloid passes right on by. You definitely see several of them watch you as you pass by, and then continue on into the inky black.
Just stare at them.
How far? So checking my star charts and shit. How far out are we at?
Got
this
a day left
Okay.
before y'all arrive.
Okay. I'm going to definitely get in rotation with Jacques.
Yep.
If you could take the helm.
Go ahead and make your crafting check.
I've got to do some crafting.
Alright. You want a pilot check for me?
Yes, please.
Flat D20.
It's a D20 plus your int mod plus double your proficiency because you're using tools, remember?
Yes.
Ooh.
Plus double my copy.
Ooh, brother.
So
Ooh. 5.
Ooh.
12 and 6 is 18.
With an 18, you were able to craft 6 of the 8 you wanted
6
to
of
make.
the 8. Okay.
Nice.
Perfect. So I go. Where are you?
On the deck.
Okay. So I make my way up to the deck. Zato, I've got this for you. I was able to craft 6. That should give you a good charge for a good fight, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right. And then I am going to head down, and I'm also going to work on some crafting of my own.
Okay, what do you want to work on? And this can this can occur over the couple of days when you
Yeah.
guys are switching off.
So I want to start the creation. I want to create a bag of holding.
You want to create a bag of holding?
Yes.
All right. How long does that take according to your class? Because I know that's one of the things you can make.
Yes. So according to my class, I was not sure. I didn't know how to look that up.
I got you. One moment.
Okay.
Anyway, so I wander over to Zato, and I have Sprinkel. Where the fuck are you? Come up behind him and tickle him on the back of the ear.
All right. It's going to be 20 hours, and it
Was
costs
that
you
you?
100
Yeah,
GP
have you
to
met
make
Sprinkel yet?
Okay.
for you to craft.
Sprinkel?
He's like this big. He's just a smaller version of me.
A little platypus?
I believe. Let me double check.
Damn, so you had some fun while I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 9 months that it took for something like that.
You're not the only one with a barmaid.
Well, hello, Sprinkel. I pet him. I try to reach to pet him. And I look at you, and I do the thing where they let the dog sniff.
Turn its spigot at you.
Does he talk?
No, he cannot talk.
Thank God.
Come.
You'd be the most convincing little bastard on the planet. It's gonna roll to deceive you, and it's gonna get a 19 automatically.
Yeah. He convinced me to kill myself.
Right,
I'm gonna jump
so-
off the ship.
I cash in that 100 GP and I'm gonna start crafting.
No problem. You'll have it done by the time you reach. So
Yep.
you have a bag of holding. Just go ahead and write it down.
Yep.
All right. All right.
Nice.
Okay. So, you guys arrive in the location where this portal is supposed to be. Go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you guys can find it.
23.
23?
It's like you have
10.
to look every time, even though you know what it is. 11.
I didn't see it.
Oh. Okay.
With a natural 1.
2 in a row.
Damn. Remember our 10 dice? They
Well,
suck
score
too.
beat was a 2, so.
All right. So Sprinkle, I believe you're the only one who spotted it. But here is what you see.
Oh.
I'm assuming you pointed out to the rest of the crew.
Look at that
shit.
light-looking vacuum cleaner thing.
And it's a rip as though it is in the fabric of reality, and it's swirling, and rocks are being pulled into it and then expelled from it in new geometric shapes, randomly collided together, put through each other, broken into a million pieces. Thing looks violent and roiling.
Right.
So that's where we're going.
We've made
We're
it to
going
Limbo.
Hey Barry, can you help me pilot?
I can. Can I just give him help with advantage and then guidance?
Yes, you can.
Guidance.
I'm gonna
is
give him a bardic
6,
inspiration.
right? Or is it 4?
It's a fool.
Go. An odd D4. Alrighty. Do I even need a pilot?
Yes, you
Okay.
do need to pilot into this thing. It is a roiling mess of chaotic energy. I don't think flying into it's going to be particularly easy.
Ooh, brother!
Brother, no!
Thank God I got all the homeboy hookups. God damn, dude. 17.
17.
Okay, that's not bad.
Oh,
That's way worse. That's way better than I.
Yeah, yeah. When you said, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the 10, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Ooh!
17's a good stat.
Sprinkle's
You're good.
head is now on top of
That's
Zato's body.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Freaky Friday scenario.
it's like you've seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
Yeah,
where they're all
alright.
like turned into like knitting and stuff.
Make yourself either an Arcana or History check, whichever you prefer, to see what you know about Limbo.
Everyone.
Everybody.
Ooh, brother! 3.
3. You don't know anything about Limbo.
15.
16.
15, 16.
History.
17.
17. All right.
15 history. I want to specifically go history.
Gotcha.
Not just Arcana.
All right. So, Limbo is a plane of pure chaos where everything is in constant motion and change, especially the landscape, which can shift unpredictably and randomly rolls over upon itself like liquid. Very few places in Limbo are stable enough for normal travel. However, some species that are native to Limbo, such as the Githzerai, the Githyanki, split off into 2 distinct races, the Githyanki and the Githzerai. I'll explain that in a bit, but some species such as the Githzerai are able to use their own mental fortitude to make the landscape stay stable around them and make settlements. Others simply just exist within the chaos. Very few gods call Limbo home, as the plane is not well suited to any sort of permanent structure. The shared realm of Tempest and the Red Knight can be found in Limbo, as well as Shandakul, the elven god's realm. Shandakul and the elven god Fenmarel Mestarine. Thanks, elves, for making that just beautiful. Alright, so here's what you guys see. Bits of earth, trees, strong winds, pockets of liquid, solid, and gas are all churning throughout the landscape as you see constant lightning strikes hit different pieces of things, exploding them into fire, and then paradoxically the fire will come out and then turn into a liquid water and just fall and then rise again. This is all happening randomly in this insane, chaotic mess. Up is down is somehow northwest, left is somehow your elbow, you're not sure. Driving in this plane in a Spelljammer is at disadvantage at all times because you can't really navigate with any consistency outside of star charts. You do have star charts for the area, so you kind of have a something you can base it on.
Like a
but
heading, but navigating itself.
Navigating
is,
itself
yeah.
is insane here.
Can Barry and Jock work together to pilot?
Yes.
Actually,
Okay. That'd be
You two
cool.
can be in there together. You'd be calling out the star chart. You would be looking ahead, calling out sort of landmarks that you see that are somewhat stable, that are on a chart.
Okay, cool. That's really cool.
Do you have proficiency in ships? Do you have no? Okay. Never mind.
No, but Sprinkle, do you know exactly where we're headed?
No.
Can we get a call down on that?
Yeah.
Can we get a location?
Well, you got the location from Large Luigi.
You got the
Yeah.
Right,
location
but-
from Lars Luigi, and
It's a prison
you
somewhere.
you know
Right.
basically what you're looking for is a. One moment.
Do any of your family members have any other information as kind of what
And Eduardo probably does because he's on the way there. But it seems like the people that called me didn't really know what was
Right.
going on.
So we gotta find Eduardo, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Before we begin, can I have a family meeting? So can you gather everybody up, please?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, everybody! Gather round.
Here's what some of the charts look like.
Right. That's what I'm looking at. Got it.
Oh yeah.
I can
Detailed.
navigate that.
It's
I can
detailed.
navigate that.
Oh,
Just a lot of
go
spirals.
to the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of spirals.
It is between the spawning stone and the Githzerai city.
Betwixt.
Betwixt.
Mm.
So you're looking for the Githzerai city, and you can dock there to stop the travel if you aren't able to locate the prison.
Okay. Cool. All right. So as everybody's coming in, I'm gonna take the 10 minutes to conjure a tiny hut, and then go into the hut until everybody gets there. All right, guys. Before we do this, I don't want to make a plan because we fucking suck at them. They take forever to make, and they never last. But if we bump into these Githyanki, and they're holding
Gets the right.
whom the yeah, and they're being big meanie heads about Sprinkle's family. I got no problem killing anything for you, buddy. And I'll probably find a way if you give me enough time. But how do we want to approach this? Are we being diplomatic? Going and swinging? What do you guys want to do?
You just said no plan.
No. I mean,
So
like
you can't
are we?
plan.
Are we? I don't want like a detailed plan. I just want to like are we trying to be nice or are
We're
they
gonna
just-
hard, fast, and stern demand the freedom of the prisoner.
Okay, so we're going hostile.
Yes.
It's more my speed. I was gonna let you guys do most of the talking,
Alright.
anyways.
We
what
can-
do you think? This
we
is
can-
kind of your show.
We can dialogue it out if it comes to that, but we need to know firm. We need them to know firm that we are here for this prisoner and we are here to free Eduardo.
Is this the Githyanki that we met before, or is this a different type of Githyanki?
I would guess it's different.
Yeah.
This is
A
different,
Githyanki
'cause
knight
this is the whole
very
crash.
likely not overseeing a crash.
right. This is a whole crash.
While Githyanki knights there are Githyanki knights in charge of a crash. One that was actively sent to the material plane would probably not be
Okay.
in charge.
So this is
Yeah.
Githyanki.
So you guys are going to a Githyanki prison. The
Okay.
Githzerai, their rival faction and the split off of the
Okay.
species, are native to this plane, but the
I
Githyanki also live here.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
They usually fight each other. They're not
I gotcha.
friends.
All right. So remember though, we're dealing with the Githyanki, and they kind of all have a stick up their ass culturally. So
Also, me leaning in the whole time was
Very
loquacious going.
Oh,
In the tiny hut with us.
Yeah, just
yeah.
oh cool, I get to be part of this.
How did you get in here?
Loquacious Ironsides, you guys got anything?
Loquacious telepathically reaches out to all of you and says, I have known several Githzerai. They are very good friends and are not as delicious as one might think.
Okay.
Must
You had
be
us in the
very
first
good
half,
friends.
Lost us in the second half.
Yeah.
Barry 2, do you have an opinion?
Barry 2 just kind of looks around because you believe you can see out of the hut, right? He looks around and goes, my opinion is, why are we upside down, but also somehow right side up?
Noted.
Yeah, I don't know anything about here.
All right. We cool? I feel like we're creeping into planning at this point.
Yep.
I mean, we didn't ask Bruce Flesh Terror what he thinks.
Bruce is outside of the thing.
Oh,
He's like,
okay.
I'm not going in the bubble.
Yeah.
That's the
Alright.
Manticore.
The
So
Manticore is
we
like,
make
"Please
hard
stop."
and fast demands, but we are open to negotiations.
So it's not fire volleys at the prison. It is
Okay.
try to at least get him out.
All right. Jocko's, I'm so glad we're back to where we started before I made this. And he sucks the tent into a cloak and puts it on.
All of your is that a level 2 spell?
No, it's
It's an
part of the
ability
magic.
from-
Oh,
yeah.
okay, nice, convenient.
It's very helpful.
I was gonna say Olive fucking sucking down a level 2 spell for that.
yeah, just for that.
Well, I did burn that particular thing for
Right.
a day, but it's alright. All right, off we go. Barry, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so please help me with your charts and
Yep.
everything and all of that.
All right. So
gotcha.
Who's rolling?
You already rolled one,
you're-
so go to roll another one.
Let's let.
Or,
Were you rolling for piloting, or what were you rolling for?
I was rolling to navigate the charts.
Okay. So whoever's navigating is giving the other person advantage.
Okay. So we'll do that.
Cool.
okay.
So you're gonna roll a
That's it.
straight piloting roll without advantage because you have
Straight.
disadvantage.
Without advantage, I still have guidance on me unless
That
it's
was me being
been.
merciful.
How long has it been?
So,
He can give
so
you
good.
guidance.
It's 10.
No, wait, no. Okay, that's gone then because I unless
can-
you just give me guidance.
Yeah,
He was
you
going
got-
to give you
have to
guidance.
back
That,
it.
that, remember
I'm
how
gonna
I said I
continually
assume you
give you
have
guidance.
guidance if it's something that's guidanceable because you were saying
you.
guidance 8,000
Another one
times?
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that is me. Yeah.
I don't want to take it for granted because
And we're
last
going to
time I took it
rescue
for
your,
granted, somebody
sibling,
got upset
correct?
with me.
I was
Yeah.
my
Just
father.
give me
It is,
dad.
it is
And my dad,
okay
my brother
to
went to go
ask
save
if
him.
you're
Okay,
getting guidance.
thank you. Sorry, I was sleeping.
13
a lot.
plus
Just making
3,
sure I'm on the same
6,
page.
dirty 20.
Nice.
We're shaping up, boys.
All right, dirty.
Thank you, that
with a
helps.
dirty 20, you are able to make your way into the circular mass of limbo, and as you fly through, rocks whiz overhead. But they never quite hit the ship, as you're able to deftly maneuver up, down, and throughout the roiling mass. All right. One moment.
What is this?
Womp womp. Although it's
Good vibes.
Very ambient. I like it.
all right. Sprinkle, give me a d20.
AD20.
Just a d20 straight.
6.
6. Ooh boy. All right. Zato, roll me a 1d100.
Oh, nice.
That's not that great.
What did you get?
I got a 00 on one, and I got a 3 on the other. So
That is a
that's-
3.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
why I said nice.
All right.
It's like, that's a 3.
Well, because the 100
The 100
is
The
yeah,
100
looks
was
sick.
the 100 part is
But I needed
would have
that
been really
0,
cool
right?
if it was a
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
That would have been domain realm of power if it had been a
Yeah.
000. But instead, what you've run into is primal soup. Landing in the midst of primal soup is unformed chaos and dangerous in several different ways. While the ship is protecting you, creatures cannot breathe in primal soup unless they are using magic intended for underwater breathing. And if you start your turn in the primal soup, you take 1d6 lightning damage. If a creature's hit points are reduced to 0, not like overkill, but just straight 0, you die and become part of the primal soup.
Oh.
So the boat is surrounded by
The
primal
boat is
soup.
surrounded by this primal
By the
soup.
primal soup.
It is
Okay.
a congealed form of all elements, all at once. Lightning coursing through it, amoebas forming and being destroyed by the lightning. Everything all at once, all the time, is running over the top of the air envelope that you guys are in. So the ship is fine. The ship is not being
Disgusting.
touched, but you are flying through it because it's kind of on the route,
Disgusting.
and there was no way to avoid it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you begin sailing through the primal soup. Everybody give me a perception check.
Guidance.
Ooh,
Doesn't matter. 10.
20.
Ooh!
10.
14.
14.
Look at
Alright, with a 20, Zato, you're the only one who sees this. Face of a giant toad peers out at you from the primal soup, and you see it swim off.
How big are we talking?
Size of a 4-door sedan.
Okay.
Huge face.
Okay. Hey guys, I saw one of a big frog, and he ran away.
I hate this
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
This is weird.
I hate this.
Freaking out. I can't roll above a 10.
The strange music here is also.
Yeah.
It's very thematic.
Very
Roll me a
yeah.
d20.
12.
Alright. D100.
Let's try over here. 30.
30. More primal soup. You continue through the primal soup. Now, everybody roll me another perception check.
Here we go, dude.
16.
Succeed. 5.
21.
21?
24.
24.
Nice.
All right, 21 and 24 are the only ones that see it. All right. As you guys are going through, more faces begin to pop out of the soup, stare at the ship going by, and now they are clearly following you. They're even getting so bold as to touch the sides of the air envelope. They're testing it to see if they can come through. And they're
Being
figuring-
watched, boys.
they're
Battle
figuring out they
stations.
can.
Everybody get on battle stations
All right.
now.
Everybody swarms up onto the top of the ship, other than the two piloting. All right.
So me and you.
Yeah, you two,
Zato and
Loquacious,
Sprinkle.
Ironsides.
Berry
Berry
2.
The amoebids.
They will not fight. They are civilians. They don't have stats.
They can't load ballistas.
They can load ballistas.
I don't. Yeah.
If you,
They're in our.
if
There
Bear-
are
okay.
wards. I'm
Okay,
safe.
we're protecting them. Got
yeah.
it.
Also,
Alright.
Bruce.
Bruce.
Let's go,
Bruce.
Bruce!
You see his quills. He's already regrown the quills from the last time he used them, so he's got more of them to throw.
Send me his stat sheet whenever you
Oh,
get a chance, and that way I'll
yeah.
run him.
Can Red assist in piloting? Or is he?
He's not here.
He's not here. Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's on the ship, but
Yeah, he's tied up in the
Tied
bone
up in
closet.
quarters.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys kind of just
Um,
left him. You don't
tied
trust
up?
him.
Yeah, we tied him up. He's in the broom closet.
Sprinkle.
Yeah.
I made this for you and all of your goofy fucking instruments, and I throw you the bag of holding.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't every bag a bag of holding?
To a certain point.
Yes.
That is so good.
All right.
All
And I
right.
go up to Bruce, like,
Oh.
buddy, pal,
Here's the link to the page for Bruce.
please, may I tie this to your majestic body?
You ask him if you can tie the bag onto him.
We will keep meat in it for you, as well as other things for us on our travels.
Roll the persuasion check.
Guidance.
I did use guidance.
Okay.
22.
22. With a 22, Bruce kind of gives you like the narrowing of the eyes, and then looks at the bag, and the bag looks fairly nice, so he allows it. But it's one of those like, I am not a pack mule.
And then I give him some meat.
Just immediately.
Alright, so he's gonna be our pack mule. Don't tell him. We're gonna keep ammo and like all of our useful shit.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if we're away from the boat, we can still restock or whatever. Very good idea, Josh.
All right, beautiful.
My idea was actually to put Bruce in the bag of holding.
Can you do that?
You
And
can, in
actually
fact.
just
Unfortunately,
use
he is.
him.
He is not. He is too
It
big
would-
to fit through the entry. One of y'all can climb into it though, and then be thrown at the enemy, which is very funny.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
That's
there is a limited amount of air in there though, so you can only stay inside it for a while.
So we can
Oh,
do
so you guys.
You two can infinitely live in a bag of holding if you want.
You could have a hitman in a bag.
Could you fit both of them in
your
it?
back pocket.
You could. It's a bag of holding. There's a giant interdimensional space
Yeah,
inside the bag.
I would have
You
put the
have
face in
anything
it, but yeah.
It's sick though.
But you could put the hand in there.
Yeah.
God have mercy. Okay, so you all stand up. The faces, when they see you all come up onto the deck, they peel back for just a minute, but they're still testing the barriers and checking on it. You see one of them get electrocuted as it's testing it and then run off and get out of the soup, presumably.
Full speed ahead, Jock.
Yep.
We've got to push through
All
this.
right. Give me another one of those piloting checks.
They're not real.
It's
Thank
still
you.
real to me, damn it.
What do I got?
10.
A 10. With a 10, this soup is so thick, you're still on course, but you can't make any evasive maneuvers in here because you don't know if you're suddenly going to run into a solid rock wall or an entire iceberg that just materializes out of nowhere. Your turn for the D20.
My turn for the D20.
Jock goes, I think I'll just fucking electricity
Just a flat
fucking
D20?
with my air
Well, it's not
Genasi
good.
electricity
What is it?
brain.
Unless we're assuming that. I'm assuming that a low number is not good, but it's a 4.
It's a 4. All right, your turn with the D100.
Jock,
wanna
just swap. So
switch-
I'll help you. You
switch.
go. I'll help you. You go.
72.
A 72. All right. You guys fly out of the primal soup. You've managed to break free, but now
Just in time.
you have run yourself into a fire pocket. You begin flying out, and the entire world erupts into flames. Flames skirt all around it. Nothing you can see but fire. But none of you see froggy faces in the randomly exploding fire.
Okay.
That's at least good.
Out of the frying pan.
Oh, incredible. Fuck.
I hate you.
All right.
Great, fly faster. Think faster.
Give me that piloting check since you're taking over.
You said Arcana again?
Arcana, yes, with proficiency.
Okay, so
That's Grease.
oh, is this 6, 9, 28?
There we go. We just needed a
6, 9, 28?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll believe it.
I also had guidance.
He hit a 19. It was a 6. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was thinking he rolled a 6
No,
plus
no, no, no.
9.
I rolled 19. I rolled 19, and then I was Arcana proficiency doing.
I got. It was just a very funny jump.
Yeah.
All right. With a 28, you are now able to guide it. Who do you want to roll the D100? You can pick anyone, including me.
I want Sprinkle to do
You want
it.
Sprinkle to do it? All right, Sprinkle. You get a plus 20 to the roll.
Okay.
So whatever you get, plus 20.
80.
8.
So wait, no, 00 and a 6, so it'd be 26.
26.
Okay, not 60.
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunate.
back in the primordial suit.
It is actually back in the primordial soup. So guys,
Disgusting.
you curve out of the fire, which was slowly eroding your air pocket because it was feeding off the air of the air
Sure.
pocket, and you ride back into the soup. But thankfully, this time, the faces are far behind you between that fire. They had to go around the fire pocket, and they can't quite travel as fast as you. Give me another piloting check, please.
5, 8, 19.
19. And it's my turn. All right. With a 92, you guys finally clear the soup and are come out into a somewhat stable pocket. You have found the Githzerai city.
Oh.
We overshot.
So we gotta go back into the soup.
You can go back into the soup and go back towards the center. But give me just a moment here.
Can we ask
I
them
wonder if we can
how to
ask
get
them
there?
if there's a better way
Can I
to
ask y'all for some
navigate?
directions?
Yeah.
We lost, man. We're so fucking lost.
We're fucking lost, bro. We ain't seen shit.
I'm actually blind in my left eye. I can't see some kind of so I don't see much of anything. Okay.
One moment.
Limbo. Spelljammer.
Fucking terrifying. man.
Giggy. What do these
Soup.
things mean?
Who knows?
Find out next time.
Sorry.
So we're definitely talking to these people.
Yeah.
You guys want to park
Yeah.
or dock? I
Doc.
guess?
Yeah.
We
Let's
can
get some directions. Let's see if they know anything about this soup, if there's any way to navigate outside of it.
You guys ready to see the great Githzerai city?
Yes.
See it.
Wow, tight. It's fucking nothing.
It's a big shape. It's a big
Let's
geometrical shape.
let's maybe zoom that in for you guys a little bit.
Hampton, you're never
Can you
gonna,
believe this?
you're never gonna play
Fuck.
Were you there for that?
No, he wasn't.
Oh. He rolled like a crazy roll, and he's like, "You're never gonna believe this," and he just pointed.
He just held up to his eye.
I
You're
fucked
like, I don't
entire-
know.
You're looking at
All
only
these-
two different numbers.
Oh,
You're like,
yeah, it was legitimately.
It could be any one of 6 numbers.
I was like, damn it! I fucked it up, boys.
That's funny.
You're right. I never would have believed it.
I still don't.
I still don't believe it because I don't know what it was. Fuck. Come on, work.
Let's use Theater of the Mind.
Well,
What you got for me?
all right. I do have it a little bit better. so you can kind of see what I'm looking at here. It's carved in stone. It's got like
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now it looks like shit.
there you go,
Gotcha.
a little
The
bit better
camera
for
see
you.
it?
I
Is the
don't know
city
if the camera
inside
can
of
see
that
it.
shape?
No, the camera can't see that.
Kinda, yeah.
Is the city inside of that shape?
Oh wow, that's
Yes.
like a
Okay.
fucking.
Oh, that looks
That is a
insane.
city.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
city, and it's a giant
That's what
fortress
you got looking at that,
monastery.
right?
Yeah.
A city city? When
Yeah,
you look at
yeah,
it?
yeah.
That's what I think when I think city city.
I saw 3 obelisks.
There are 3 obelisks sitting on top of
That's
a
all-
giant
that's all I saw.
carved stone, which inside you see the runs and spans of city
Of city.
life, as though it is
that
a.
shit's sick as fuck.
You guys know Cyberpunk 2077?
Yeah.
The big cyber blocks of houses and
Right,
whatnot.
yeah.
That's what you're looking at inside those carved
okay.
shapes.
Okay, cool.
But they, instead of being like cybernetic and sort of futuristic, these are held together by bubbles of psychic energy and stacked on top of each other.
Okay. Cool.
This is a serious place we're about to get into.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of fancy.
Who wants to roll history and or arcana to find out about the Githzerai?
I want to roll history. I got a 24.
With a 24, Barry, you have a flashback of another memory. These are coming more rapidly now. What about the rest of y'all?
Sure.
Nothing?
Sure.
I don't get much.
Nah. You don't know shit?
I'm hoping I turn around.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. Here we go. Like all Gith, the Githzerai are tall and emaciated-looking humanoids, but thanks to their rigid training and more muscular bodies, they are able to use their minds to make their muscles even more dense than a normal humanoid's. They have pale yellow skin, sometimes with greenish or brownish tones. Their skulls are long and angular with deep-set eyes and flat noses. Alright. Their long period of enslavement and manipulation by the Mind Flayers, all Githzerai possess psionic abilities. They are capable from birth of casting Mage Hand, and innately become capable with age of casting Shield and Detect Thoughts. After their hard-won victory against the Mind Flayers and their descent and defeat at the hands of the Githyanki, they have become ascetics and philosophers. They follow a monastic lifestyle, eschewing all personal belongings, and devote themselves entirely to self-preservation. While distrustful of outsiders, they are often at least cordial.
That's good.
Alright.
Manageable.
Pull up to the dock.
So let's make Tadak, yeah.
So as you pull up, the actual structure itself peels apart and a dock extends made of stone, and then it locks into place, allowing you to dock.
Perfect.
Alright.
Pull up, we park. Strap for cash. Got our monies. Anything we need to go throughout the city?
Yeah. I think we got a lot of stuff.
Can you guys keep your eyes on gloves to help with making your hands a little faster?
Dexterous gloves.
Alright. You
Looking
see
for those.
the docking crew, and it's people looking like
Are they
this.
floating?
They're floating.
Oh, that's fucking.
They can literally just meditate and float.
These guys.
Real
are
names?
crazy. Yeah,
Okay,
I don't think
okay,
these
okay,
guys. These
They
guys
can
are all
read
about
our
the.
thoughts.
Okay. Just checking.
So
Very
it's kind of
forward.
younger looking ones, like that.
Nice.
So
Looks like a straight Githyanki, that guy did.
he looks more like a Githyanki,
Yeah.
but they're
Less of the yellow brown skin.
it's hard to tell the difference if you don't know what you're looking for
Yeah.
between the two. They are the same species that literally split off maybe 2,000 years ago.
But they're thinner and their muscles are more dense, so...
So are the Githyanki, but
Oh, I thought they were even thinner than them.
yeah,
That's what
they
I was
are
getting.
like that
Okay.
is kind of like
Okay.
their thing, but
Yeah.
like the Githyanki are already emaciated
Right,
looking.
right,
These
right.
guys look straight up just like
Right.
rail thin.
Yeah.
Big
Bloated
heads.
bellies.
Where do you work out? At the library.
Does that work for you? Actually, yes. And he just fucking
Yeah.
you're lifted into the sky. All right, the Githyanki or the Githzerai, whoa, welcome you with simple greetings, simply stating, "Welcome to our city, travelers. What brings you to the realm of Limbo?"
I'm looking for my father.
Is he in our city?
He is not, but we got lost And if you wouldn't mind, we'd like to recollect ourselves here before we try to find him again. We can look for help in the city for guiding us to where we're going.
Alright. The guy unfolds his legs, stands to his full height. He stands taller than most of you. What height is everyone's characters?
3 feet.
3 feet. Yeah, well.
6'2".
6'2",
6.
6'3".
6'3". He still stands taller than most of you at 7. Fucking face. Fucking getting him. Jesus. He stands full tall at 7 foot. But extremely long, like lanky. So the guy stands up and he says, "What help can the Githzerai give you? Do you need guidance to this place?"
If you can offer that, we'd appreciate that, yeah. We got lost in the soup.
The soup.
Don't know if you call it the soup, but it was definitely soupy.
Most people call it the primordial soup.
Okay.
An uncouth name, but I shall bring you to the Zerths. Anyone can roll history to see what that
Yep.
means.
I do not know anything.
22.
2.
I don't know anything.
These are
Alright.
good die. Tim's been holding out on us.
The Zerths are especially adept Githzerai monks following the teachings of Zerthamon, the person who liberated the Githzerai from the Githyanki. They are capable of insane monastic feats and psionic arts. They generally lead groups of Githzerai, so they're bringing you to basically, not their leaders, but people who have more knowledge than most. So you're brought to a large temple area near one of those spires, and you see them training. You guys ever see Tibetan monks train? That is what is happening in this courtyard.
Cool.
One of them is sitting with a full-on robe, like brightly colored robes. He is levitating, watching everybody move, and then his attention turns to all of you as you all walk in, and he's going to look at you all and say, "I am the head Zerth of this temple. What has brought 4 outsiders into my midst?"
The Githyanki took my dad. We're looking for him.
As a joke, many such cases. No. But, no. Sorry, I couldn't help that one. That one just came out. But, he's going to go. "And you are sure he is not already dead?"
I had a vision that he was alive.
And, the Zerth is then going to cast Detect Thoughts on you. Do you wish to resist it all, or are you going to let it happen?
Take me, Father.
Alright. The telekinetic bond established, and he weeds through your memories, especially looking for the vision itself. It helps if you think of it. So do you...
Yep.
Okay. You grant him access to the memory, and he digs through your mind for a few moments, and then he opens his eyes again and goes, "So you saw this in a scrying flame?
Yes.
Excellent. Then your vision is probably correct, though slightly out of date. Assuming he is not a criminal in the active Githyanki sense, which is usually someone who has a pulse, he should still be alive. Why they are holding him, I do not know. Is there some secret to your construction the Githyanki may want?" Turn around, give him a full view.
Think they don't want all of this?
You turn around, a tramp stamp.
That it's now fully healed. Thank you.
Interesting. And so the guy goes, "My name is Minyar Algith, and I will assist you in this." And he pulls out a scroll, and you see a quill fly from the side and begin etching things into the paper. He does not write with ink, he etches it into the paper as it is more permanent on this plane. Ink can lift off of the page and simply congeal into the soup.
One more time, Minyar.
I'll give.
Minyar Oh, sorry, Ag-Gith.
Oh,
A-G. I said owl, but it's Ag.
And he is a Gith.
He is one of the Gith.
He's Minyar, a Gith.
Got it.
I hate that. I hate that.
You should have saw that coming when you came up with that shitty name.
Hey,
Hey!
Bro!
too.
Bro!
I like your name, alright?
Yeah.
Look, man.
Minyar Gith stays at the Red Roof Inn.
I mean, I phoned it in with Dr. Doc, but come on, man.
Look, I got Dr. Doc over here and Barry. Like, I'm working with some class acts on naming conventions. Especially because it's Barry, 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 and Barry. And then Barry!
Well, to be fair, a 5-year-old name.
That's true. Hey, Striker's names
Very clever
are
5-year-old.
the Godin.
Yes.
All right, let's get after it. Let's.
All right. So he etches everything into it, and he says, "The great adamantine fortress in which you stand. This entire thing is made of adamantine. Which, do you guys know what adamantine is?
Very
Is that
strong.
Super strong steel.
It is an incredibly strong metal that is basically, so if mithril is light
So it's
and
the exact same
extremely
as
durable,
adamantium,
close.
which is a different type of.
Is a different type of metal
Mythological
made up by Marvel
Right,
comics,
right.
but adamantine instead is indestructible, prevents critical hits. It's basically, so if a normal weapon hits adamantine, nothing happens, no damage.
Ooh, your boy's shopping for armor.
But well, the
Dexterous gloves.
the
and
fortress
armor.
itself is made of adamantine. Getting them to separate from it would be interesting, but you can see if they might have some.
I
Yeah,
can probably convince him.
somebody out
I
there.
think
But-
you don't have enough. Swing that.
The adamantine fortress, basically, you guys, who played BG3 here? Up to, like, first act. So no spoilers. There's an adamantine golem in there, and if you hit him with normal weapons, nothing happens. That is the goal of adamantine.
Gotcha.
Mithril is lightweight and sturdy. Adamantine is heavyweight and extremely dense. Hard to work with. Dwarves usually use it to make their tools. Type of deal. Alright. But these great adamantine fortresses and monasteries, the one in which you now stand, stands open to you for at least a day. However, we must ask you all to leave us in peace after you are done here. So I will assist you in that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Is there a bar?
We are ascetics. We value no worldly goods. Of course we drink.
So how long are we gonna be here?
That's what your boy needs
No
to do.
longer than
One day.
24
We have
hours.
1 day.
We have 1 day.
We have 1 day.
Are you guys going to the bar?
I am going directly to the bar.
Hey, when
Do
you
you
walk
need
into the
anything
bar,
while
it's
we're
not quite
I'll handle
what
it.
you're
I don't need anything
imagining.
from shops.
It is literally just a room with people quietly drinking at like tables that are about 2 feet off the ground. You sit on cushions, like very,
Korean
very not
barbecue
a
style.
a bar that you guys would have imagined. It's not a
Okay.
tavern. This is just people
What's his first name
drinking
again?
quietly.
Minyar, yes.
Jock's
Okay.
only gotten drunk twice to disastrous outcome, so he's gonna skip the bar and he's gonna go look for a shop.
All
And
right, you
on
go
his
look
way
for
out, I'm
shops.
going to give him a bardic
Thank you.
inspiration.
I'm sitting back because I want to talk to Minyar for a second, but I'll wait until he
Alright.
does his thing.
Well, let's start with Minyar
Okay.
and then we'll flip.
So Minyar was it?
Yes.
I'm Zato.
You extend it, and a spectral hand comes
Yeah.
forward, grips your hand, and shakes it.
Nice. So I noticed you guys are training a lot of the mind here. Is there anywhere in the city that you guys train in more martial aspects, like warriors and stuff?
And he looks and says, "Can you not see them moving in front of you?
I was just double checking if this is like the hub for your finest warriors.
Every single temple trains guards so that we may defend ourselves against our mortal foes."
Could you direct me? Are you the head honcho teacher?
He nods slowly.
Noticing that Zato's not exactly the most book-learned motherfucker he's ever talked to. I was just looking to maybe catch a little one-on-one training
I
session
wish to
with you.
train amongst the Zai.
Yes.
Interesting.
The Zyres or the Zerth?
Well, he is Zerth. The Gith
Okay.
is Zerai. So he's
Gotcha,
calling him
gotcha.
Zai.
Okay.
And he's using slang, basically.
Gotcha.
And he goes, "You wish to train amongst us. What could you show us that we have not trained against?"
Well, I noticed you guys do a lot of digging in people's heads. And I've been trying to figure out what the hell's going on in mine for like my whole life. So I didn't know if I could pick up a thing or two from training under someone such as yourself.
Do you wish to learn to meditate or fight? You have requested two separate things.
Is there a way to do both?
Of course. And then he's going to lead you down into the training yard, and he's going to call an apprentice forward, and then have you two duke it out in what he calls a battle of the mind. All right.
Okay.
Sick.
You have psionic abilities, yes?
I don't like.
Like
I have
minorly.
like I can.
You can communicate
I can
telepathically.
telepathically communicate. Yes.
That's all. That's all
Yeah.
I need.
Yeah.
Perfect. We'll come back to this.
Yeah.
Give me just a minute. All right. You're going to
Sick,
search for a shop. Roll a perception check.
Can I stop rolling like shit, please? Or I can keep rolling my shirt. I will take a. Oh my god, what is fucking math? 16.
16. With a 16, you realize you don't read Gith.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand any of the language. But as you're walking down the street, you're kind of looking back and forth, and you realize there are no shops. There are kitchens that feed people. There is no exchange of money. There are craftsmen who make crafts. But again, it is all not a commune, but everyone exerts themselves to perfection and then provides that service to the whole to improve everyone.
I want to go up
So-
to one of these craftsmen.
They don't
and
buy. They don't buy and sell the same way. But yes.
And see if he can point me to somebody who may make dexterous gloves.
You're
Maybe
looking
for a
for a
trip.
specific magical item.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see if anybody in this whole place makes those.
They do not.
You are in luck with a 94.
Wow.
There is someone who does collect the goods of adventurers and or enemies that collects the magical items and holds them for the community. And he will point you, basically someone on the street is going to point you in that direction and say, perhaps someone could trade you for something if we are willing to part with the item.
Thank you,
Namaste.
sir.
All right.
My soul recognizes yours as well.
What is Sprinkle?
I am still at the bar, and I don't. In my bardic training, did I learn about all kinds of music? Do the Gith Zerai like a specific type of music?
All of theirs tends to be like calm, meditative music, quiet,
Almost like what we're listening to.
almost like what we're listening to.
Okay.
This is called Wonder.
Well, I'm gonna sit in the corner.
So anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I'm assuming these people don't have a stage to like.
Yeah,
applaud
there's
people.
not-
So I'm just gonna sit in the corner and just start strumming very quietly on my lute.
Roll performance.
It's just lo-fi beats to study to.
The anime girl with the headphones sitting at her desk.
23.
With a 23, you no one overtly thanks you for the music, as is
I would
normal
not expect them
for
to.
you, but several people do look over and then nod appreciatively and sit as their meditative drink to relax. All right.
I would like to take one of these beverages off the bar from the barkeep and ask him for general information. Like what's going on in the city, what's been going on, are there any festivities, have we missed anything, so on and so forth. What is our presence doing or changing?
Okay. Well, what did we roll?
What are you rolling
Is this
What were you rolling for?
I don't know.
I had not called.
I just assumed. I just assumed I was gonna have to roll. That's all. That's all it was. I just rolled because like I just.
You
like,
don't gotta throw the dice until I say the word.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
You're good.
I just assumed.
You're
I was
just
gonna have to
prepped.
roll.
You're ready to go.
I was, yeah.
I wanna do well. And then
This
you
is
roll.
for persuasion. What are you persuading? You asked a simple question.
You asked a simple question.
Where do you get off?
Are you trying to persuade me to give you the answer?
Suddenly, I don't want to tell you anymore. But no, the Githzerai are not open about what's going on. They won't tell you much about their culture or things. They are a closed people, and while they are allowing you to stay, it is pretty much expressed to you that you're expected to stay on your ship when not doing things within the city.
Okay.
And basically, what they explain to you is, while they are preparing for war, they are not preparing to wage it. They are preparing to protect themselves from the Chaos Dragon. And he will not elaborate more on what the Chaos Dragon is when you ask.
Okay. Does it feel like? Is it worth me prying anymore?
You think about it. Go ahead and give me another history check to see if your memory kicks on, because you might actually know something about this.
14.
14. All right, with a 14, Chaos Dragons are in fact insanely powerful and unpredictable planar dragons. They are native solely to Limbo and live nowhere else. They have a typical dragonic build with muscular limbs and powerful wings, a serpentine neck, and a mouthful of sharp teeth. Their breath weapon causes confusion. So it is a confusing gas cloud.
Okay.
And a line of variable energy, the type of which the dragon doesn't know until it uses it.
Interesting. Okay. With I'm not going to get any further with this guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
basically shutting you down
Yeah,
because these guys, while not racist, they're kind of assholes.
Sure.
They're like, hey,
And I'm
we-
catching that. I'm catching
Stubbornly
that.
paranoid and they don't trust.
oh, we've only been enslaved for several millennia, so we don't really
For
trust
sure.
easy.
On my way out, can I ask him, would he know of any shops that would have dexterous gloves?
You ask the guy, and this guy goes, "We do not trade in the same manner as your peoples do.
So how would you trade?
Generally by asking for a service or for a gift."
And what could I perform in return for such service?
That would depend on who owns the item.
Right.
If the
Do
Zerf...
you know if anybody owns dexterous gloves?
No.
Okay. All right. Good talk. Good talk.
Good talk.
Good talk.
All right.
The magic comes.
This guy just
This is the fourth bottle of sake this table has consumed. But, all right, you are assembled on the field, and the apprentice sits on the floor in front of you, cross-legged, eyes closed. Not what you would consider a battle-ready stance.
Okay. So I see this, I'm a little puzzled by it. I take my hammer and stuff, and I actually like take off like my coat and stuff like that too, and I kind of sit, not like how he's sitting, but I'm just like kind of like in a comfortable, like just
One
sitting
knee up,
across from him.
arm on it.
And I'm just kind of looking at him.
All right, you look at him, and then all of a sudden the connection is made, and you are not where you were just standing. You were in a black void, and only you and he stand there opposed.
Okay. Can he see? Is he in my head as of right now?
Yeah.
Does he like sense or feel Eddie at all, or see anything like that?
Roll an insight check.
Give me a second.
You got some pluses
Man,
to
this
that for
music
sure.
just keeps being dramatic each time. It's great.
so good.
Feels like we're in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I don't actually. With a 10.
Really?
A 10?
Yeah.
All right, with a 10, there is no indication either way whether this person knows there is an extra person in the brain. All
Okay.
right. As you stand now in the space, the apprentice begins to grow exponentially taller over and over until he is massive in front of you.
Okay. I feel like I feel Eddie like starting to be like, what the fuck is going on? So like my head starts hurting and stuff, but I don't really know how to respond to him getting.
You know,
I mean, mentally, I could try to do what I think I need to do.
what do you think you should do in response?
Try to match his size.
So you attempt to grow in size as well. Roll me a either wisdom or intelligence check. Up to you.
I don't get any pluses, but it is a 19.
There you go. You begin growing in size. The mental capacity of your opponent outmatches yours because he's trained in it for years. So he continues to grow bigger than you, but you now are both expanding. You feel in your mind the expansion of something like the universe. You are growing bigger and bigger until you are something that simply could not be contained in reality. Then suddenly he stops because this is clearly not working. He starts doing another thing. He begins to form a force cage around you in your mind, trying to constrain you in that.
Okay.
What do you want to think about?
I want to think about raging.
You want to think about raging,
Yeah.
unleashing Eddie.
Yes.
All right. You begin to unleash Eddie. All right. This guy is going to attempt to persuade you. Calm. Use your intelligence, not what is within you.
Okay. Can I try to heed that advice and
Yeah.
attempt to?
So make
power-
a wisdom saving throw to contain Eddie. You're trying to hold him in. And I remember you have advantage on
I
those?
do have advantage.
Oh, let's go!
That's
All right, you hold Eddie back, and you feel him clawing at the back of your mind, trying to escape, ready to wreak havoc.
Mm-hmm.
But you hold him back, and the apprentice nods a bit, and then releases the force cage, and you both return to normal. And then he begins striking air in front of you, but you feel as though you're being hit.
Oh shit. I ready the hammer and I try to do the same fight back.
You're standing there, and you didn't have the hammer, but the hammer appears in your hand, fully as though it were real, and you swing it. Make me an in this case we're gonna go with wisdom again. Wisdom
Saving check. Okay. 6.
total of 6. You swing it, and it is though this strike, you know in your mind, would have hit, but he's not there all of a sudden. You're fighting not you're realizing through the fight, you're fighting not with your strength and your martial skill, but with your pure will.
Yeah.
You're using your psychic ability to make this other guy feel what you feel. All right. Make me one more wisdom save.
Advantage.
13.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. No, that works. That's
Okay.
that's what you need.
Hell yeah.
You need to be a beat above a 10.
Mhm.
All right. You do it again, and you swing, and this time the hammer connects. The chain is broken. All right. So Zato is going to gain a new ability. It's called Calm the Mind. If you willingly end your rage, for 3 turns, you can do 1d4 psychic damage with your weapon.
Hell yeah.
3 turns.
For 3 turns after the end of your rage. If you willingly end it,
Does he automatically go back into rage after those 3 turns?
you'll have to expend a new
He's
one to
gonna
go
have-
back
okay.
into
You
rage.
said 1d4.
Yep, 1d4 psychic damage if you willingly end your rage. This is a special ability granted to you by the Gith training.
That's sick.
That's cool.
So does it end after that? Do I come back? Do I come to?
Oh, you end your rage and suddenly you're in control, and then that's it for the rage. You
Nice.
have to use another rage charge to go back
Okay.
into rage.
Oh,
You
we're
have-
still doing this right now. Like,
Yes.
are we still, okay. I just want to make
Yep,
sure.
you've
Okay.
been brought back.
Mhm.
You have learned a way to cage Eddie. You don't know what Eddie thinks about that just now.
Yeah.
But there is a small, smoldering anger still left in the back of your head. The Zerth, who had been watching everything, looks at you and looks back at his apprentice, and then stroking that long Fu Manchu, whips it over his shoulder. And he's gonna nod at you and say, "You have taken the first step in controlling something deeply entwined within you."
Clearly Zato doesn't know like the customs, but he's like super pumped that he's never felt this way before ever, and he's like he actually feels somewhat in control, and so he just kind of like bows. I was like, thank you so much. It's like I appreciate it. And I look at the guy who I was training with, and I do the same to him. I said thank you.
You notice when you look at him, a small trickle of blood has come down his face from exerting that much effort in mental capacity. All right. Jacques, you arrive at a small stand. It's not like anything. It almost looks like a house. But as you arrive, there are items strewn about the room haphazardly. You notice. All right, hang on. I'm going to do a fun little thing. I have a book here somewhere for it.
That was sick.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That shit was fun.
All right, I need you to roll a
You know how to do
D100.
that?
I need you to roll a D100.
Did you know to do
No.
that? That just
No, just
No,
happened. I
that
did
was
not talk
tight.
to him at
That
all.
was tight.
No, that was off.
That was tight.
Sorry, you pointed at me, and I was. What'd you say?
D100.
D100. All
D100.
four of you a D100.
All
Gotcha.
4 of us.
19.
19.
40.
40.
You want us to wait until you're done looking for what you're looking for to tell you more numbers?
No.
All right, 19, 40,
68.
68.
35.
35. All right. You see 19 a potion that glows fiery red, without even needing to identify it as a potion of fire breath. You also see a dragon with not a dragon, excuse me, a sword with the hilt shaped like a dragon. This is a Dragon Slayer sword. 68 was the next one?
Yes.
Yes.
68 was the next one. All right. You're going to see a set of adamantine armor, scale mail.
Nice.
And you're also going to see... What was the last one, sorry?
35.
35. I almost made it through all four numbers. I almost did it.
Mister, I don't need them written down.
Ah, I got
It's
this.
like when a waiter like doesn't
Yeah, I
write
know, I
the
was
order down.
just-
He's like, "You sure you don't want to write this down?" He's like, "No, I got it." Then he comes back to the table. He's like, "What was that thing that you got?"
I did so good, though. I made it
No, you did.
almost the whole way. Fuck. All right, the last one is a cloak in the shape of a bat. These are just the 4 items that you notice.
Oh.
All right. These are just items that are casually cast around the room, and there is one monk in the middle cataloging everything.
Pardon the intrusion, sir.
And he looks at you and just like, okay, that's not who I was expecting. Kind of look.
My interrupted something. Do you have a meeting?
No, I simply have not seen one of your kind amongst ours.
I'm apparently an heir city, from what I've heard.
You said apparently. He's like, you're not sure.
I've only met one. All right. Well, I was in the neighborhood. We were a bit of adventurers, and we heard that you guys had some adventuring items. Some of these are marvelous. You have quite the collection.
We use these items to provide protection to our people.
I'm going to touch on that in a second, but before you do you happen to have any dexterous gloves?
You're looking for this really specific magic item, huh?
No, that's cool.
Alright, the dexterous gloves.
It's kind of a bit at this point.
At this point, it's very funny. Alright. Do you know what rarity those are?
Uncommon, I think. I can check
They're
for you.
uncommon?
Lickety split. Let me see here. I got it coming up. Uncommon.
Okay. the person goes to say no, and you notice a face made of coins pop up from a table behind him, and then a pair of gloves appear on the table.
Oh shit.
He goes to say no, and then stops, thinks, and goes, I believe I do.
You know, if I'd make a wager, I'd say heads. Means that those were for me.
Go for it. Roll persuasion when you do it.
It's heads.
Yeah, it's automatically heads.
17.
17. The man thinks for a moment and then says, he looks at his catalog. They are not logged. Perhaps they were. And he hands you the gloves.
This is truly wonderful, and I appreciate it. I had some other items that are probably logged that caught my eye. How much would you want for them? And I point at the cloak, the armor, and the sword.
Okay, you pointed all three of those. And he goes, well, the Zerth would have to give permission for me to grant those. Those are powerful relics. In order for me to grant them, I believe we would need a favor.
With a 44 Magnum, I scratch my eyebrow and go, okay, so... No, I go, so what do you want for them? Anybody?
I don't have it. I don't know what it is.
Snatch. Spinning shovel.
Oh,
How
I've never
much do you
seen it.
want for it?
I've never seen
So-
it.
Nothing.
What?
So what do you want for it? Okay, so anyhow,
Yeah.
so I go, so what do you want for it?
So you're escorted back up to the Zerth to meet with the
I was
Zerth.
thinking lock stock.
Close.
He's like, heavy's good. Heavy's reliable. If it doesn't work, you can always hit him with it.
I love it. All right. So Minyar, once again, you're reintroduced,
Mm-hmm.
and he understands that you wish to have these items.
Yes, and for the record, we're going to go visit a nearby installation of a hostile group. These are for your protection, and you use them specifically to keep your place safe. But what is safer than doing whatever it is that you need to do to perhaps eliminate a threat that's right at your front doorstep?
So the Githzerai says, well then, I have a proposition if you wish for these items. Go there and release all of the captives within, regardless of who or what they have done, and bring them all back here to be released out of this plane or back to wherever they come from, and leave not a single Githyanki alive on that installation, and I will give you all of them.
Wait, are they all there, or is it just me?
No,
This
just
would
you, dude.
be
Dude.
this would be you because you were the
It's
only
just
one
you.
there.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he's still there because he was doing training with him. So
it's at the same
Zato's right.
spot.
Yeah, he was brought back up to meet with the Zerth. I did say that.
And so, all right, I'm gonna say this out loud.
So am I here now?
Yeah, you've heard it. You've heard the whole conversation. You got done with your thing, and then there's Jacques going.
So, I want to say neither one of us has our moral guide pole here. Does that seem something savvy? Also,
His proposition?
I feel like you kind of have like a thing. I don't know.
Dude, I feel really good right now, dude. Like, I'm doing great right now. What was the question?
Should we go to the prison place and kill everybody?
Every Githyanki?
Yes.
And free all the slaves for judgment. Based on the Githzerai's opinion.
How are the items? Do they look nice?
That's there's Zato's moral compass.
They're so nice. That being said, I mean, if
There's this one for me though. Sweet.
that means
I mean, do we have any ties to the Gith Yankee?
kinda. I mean, I thought your girlfriend.
What are the chances that she's there, though?
Probably very slim, but like, I mean, I feel like
It'll come back, though.
I don't know. I mean, if we're, I mean, I've killed a lot of people and no one's heard about it before, so.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
I don't know about all
I
that.
feel like a lot of pressure making this decision myself.
Yeah.
The Githyanki or the Githzerai hovering nearby.
Yeah, just floating.
Like,
We can
Boys.
reconvene with the others.
Both of you make an insight check real quick.
Okay. I got an idea, but first. Oh, insight. Okay, insight. Okay.
16.
19.
Both of you notice, as the guy is intently watching you, he is judging you fiercely about this decision.
Okay. Well, he could have picked a better pair to ask.
Yeah. You think those items are worth murdering everyone there?
Well, here's the thing. So, and this is an open question. Does this constitute as murdering everybody or killing everybody? Because
This is 100%. This guy is asking you to murder.
I'm asking the
everybody.
character. That was an actual question from Jock to
Oh,
that character.
to that character?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're asking? Are you contracting for me for murder?
Or killing. Because there is a dichotomy.
There is a difference, yes, and it's not lost on him. And he goes, "What I have asked is murder. The Githyanki have not wronged you, and while they have wronged my people time and again, you have no stake in that fight."
Are the people... So the prisoners will come back here for your judgment?
The prisoners will be released. I do not judge those people as guilty or innocent. I do not know them. Other than perhaps some of my people who may be amongst them, though more than likely they have been long dead.
You don't know all the gifts there, though, either.
Yeah.
I do not.
I feel like the Githyanki that we met, and no offense, that they kind of have a bit of a fucked up moral compass, but it's kind of they're somewhat honorable, so I feel like they would imprison people who absolutely deserve to be in prison.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a counteroffer with your blessing. We'll extract all of your people, we'll keep casualties to a minimum as necessary, and I don't know, even that seems kind of weird, doesn't it?
I like it better than murdering everyone, though.
What if we can sneak our way in and extract
Hold on.
the people?
A slight smile, the first smile you've seen anybody crack in this whole place, comes to his lips. He goes, "I can work with you." And he says, "I will freely give you one of the items, and you will return for the rest after you have freed the prisoners. I did not want wanton murderers to have magical items that would help them commit more murders."
Oh.
We knew that the whole
You've been
time.
hearing stories about us.
Has no idea who you are.
Okay.
Not a single
Yeah.
clue.
So we knew that, and that's why our moral led us to this decision.
Exactly, yes. Oh man, it's tough making
The old Zato
Would've just been
let's
like,
go fucking
yeah.
kill those people.
Okay.
But
Wow.
this is
My God,
this
you-
is the new Zato.
Y'all considered a consequence. I can't fucking believe it.
We haven't really done anything bad. I don't know where that's coming from.
We literally held someone at gunpoint and said, "Name us!"
Pirates who we were all executing. They were like, cut off.
Secreted on something that turned out to be a bomb onto a crew without telling anyone, getting all the entire crew killed.
They knew what they were getting into when they hired the Red Corsairs.
this isn't a nitpick.
I'm just
to
saying-
I'm
just saying,
destroy a
cons-
terrible hand.
Considering like y'all's track record, there.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's
There's
no
some-
real track record of bad
It's
stuff that we've
Technically,
done.
our track record
All
says
been
that
a
we also
gray area.
blew up that one thing.
Yeah.
and killed
Yeah,
those
that
people.
one's not your fault though, and I'm not.
Yeah,
getting
that's what Jock was hinting
It's
at.
all been a very gray area, and that's where we've learned to navigate.
I don't think it is that much of a gray area. I don't think we've done that many bad shit.
I think we get ourselves into bad situations and we supersede them by being the strongest,
We're
which
anti-heroes.
makes us the worst.
That makes us feel better about it. We're anti-heroes.
I will say, you are not the worst moral compass group I've ever run into.
We
I'm
haven't
just saying.
killed anybody who hasn't deserved it.
Except that one guy
In
that
our
I smacked
minds.
to death.
Yeah, except for the one
Which
guy.
there was a
Sorry.
whole thing about.
There's
There
a
was
whole
a
thing
whole
about
thing.
And also, yeah, I mean, he was a hostile agent. So
Yeah, right.
So
even then,
he wasn't a political officer,
right?
but
Argumentatively.
Yeah.
I think we could justify
Your
everything
moral,
we've
your
done.
moral compass has definitely gone from intensely chaotic neutral to somewhat leaning towards chaotic good.
there you go. All right. Okay.
This is not me bashing the party hour. This
Okay.
is me saying, just to give y'all a little bit of shit.
All right.
All right.
What kind of sword was that? Dragon sword?
The Dragon
Was it
Slayer.
something that Jock could wield or no?
Let me look at the
Can
Dragon
you use it into your
Slayer.
other sword?
No, I would. In
Dual
many
wield?
levels, I would dual wield it,
Hell yeah.
or I would swap it out if we're about to fight red dragons, because that's maybe what we're about
Is
to
it
do.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna use the Dragon Slayer for
On
this
the
fight.
Yeah.
on the dragon place? No.
Yeah.
Alright. No, deck of many things. You go away. You've already been in this campaign. You stay away from
Look
me.
at we had that for like 5
As soon as we
minutes.
find that again, I'm pulling another card.
The Dragon Slayer, a +1 magical weapon, any type of sword.
To include
You
attack.
want it?
Is it a two-hander?
Any type of sword.
Do you
That
want a
guy's not
great
good.
sword or do you want Jock to have it? Who wants to hit the
I
dragon?
don't need the sword.
Hold
He's
on.
got the hammer.
I got the hammer.
When you
Hammer's
hit a
fine.
dragon with
Hey.
this when you hit a dragon with this weapon, you deal 3d6 extra damage. For the purpose of this weapon, dragon refers to any creature of the dragon type, including dragon turtles, wyverns, and kobolds.
Is it a
Just in
one-handed
case I'm
sword
gonna
or
be
is it
wrong.
a two-handed
It
sword?
can be any
Yes,
sword.
it's Jock.
What about a
Is that
Dragonborn?
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Dragonborn are not dragons.
You did just get new sick.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
They're
Is that-
related, but they are not
Yeah,
dragons.
yeah,
Oh, you got armor, Wes?
yeah. I did. I got some sick
From the
vampiric
vampire
armor.
Fuck
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right,
yeah.
that's right, that's right.
We got a
Um,
potion.
you don't
There's
want
some
that.
really cool
Hang on.
shit.
The
that
sword? I'm okay with not
Let
having
me
I have
look at the
hammer's
adamantine
fire, so if you
scale
want to take
just
it.
to tell
It would
you
be
what it
very
does.
thematic. I
The
mean, your
vampiric armor does
hammer is sick,
very
but
sick.
Hammer
I
is
mean,
sick.
you went from having
Is it an increase then?
All right.
Is it an upgrade
So
from
the
hammer?
adamantine scale takes your AC to 17, so with no bonus because it's heavy armor. And this suit of armor is reinforced with adamantine, one of the hardest substances in existence. While you're wearing it, no, any critical hit against you is a normal hit. That's all it does.
so 17 plus your.
No modifiers because it's
Nope.
heavy.
Oh,
No,
so
not
you're
right.
losing
It's
AC on it,
Yeah.
but you're
Yeah.
getting rid of crits. But
Which is
Right,
nice,
but I
but you
don't-
already
that's not
have
as
an
good as
amazing
the
suit of
vampiric
armor.
armor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that sword an upgrade to the hammer?
It's
Oh,
fine.
I mean,
There's no
against
plus
dragons,
this.
it's
So
very
against dragons,
specific.
yes.
Yeah, it's like a specific.
It basically, if you have this weapon, it's more like, hey, Santo's got a hammer strapped over his back and a great sword there. He draws the hammers for most things. He draws the sword for a
For
dragon.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I gotta fuck up a dragon today, I'm pulling out the
And that
Dragon
is sick.
Slayer.
If
I
you're not-
can't make it a dagger.
It has to be a
That's what I
sword.
asked. That's
Short
what I
sword,
asked.
rapier, scimitar,
Great sword.
has to be
What
a
have you.
sword. Daggers are
If that's
their
like
own
the
thing.
best thing available out of the items, like
So it's gonna come down to: do you want a great sword or does Jock want?
it's up to you. It's
rapier.
entirely
An
up to you.
extra
I'll leave it in
saber.
your
An
hands.
additional rapier.
But one of
You
it
can
would be
wield
nice for
into
someone in the party
Not
to
for a
have the
while,
dragon.
But yeah, I
for a
can.
while.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. I can't. I don't pick up an ASI until 12.
Don't
Well,
think
guys,
about it as like
We can pick
Well,
up.
let's decide now and
it's-
then go.
It's 7:41.
we can call it.
Let's
Figure
call
out.
it here, and you can decide during
Okay.
during the dinner break.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back at the Gitzerai City in just a little bit.
You don't know how to pause that. Just hit the ending soon transition
Oh boy.
on the left
Oh
side
boy,
of the
we're
screen.
we got technical